Hi, this is Jeff, and welcome to another broadcast of Fit Over 50. I'm Jeff, I'm fit, and I'm over 50. The first things I want to discuss tonight are the gym and how people are doing things wrong, what they should be doing right, and how they should be putting this into this to produce results. Now, if you've seen some of my prior videos, you'll see how I was 4 years ago when I weighed 370 pounds and severely obese. So please take a chance after you look at this to kind of look back at my other video that I posted and have a look at where I was. One of the most key things that I find is I go to the gym and I see the same people there all the time, but there's no results. I see women, I see men, I see them over a 6-month, 1-year period, and they're the same as they were when I saw them 12 months ago. They still have the same fat deposits. They still have the same weight problems. They still have the same approach to the exercises. They have the same approach to how they're working out. And one of the key things that I see is they're doing the same routines over and over again. They're doing the wrong machines. They're not putting this into this to produce results. There's a lot of crap out there about telling you about supplements, protein bars, breakfast cereals. The list goes on and on and on. So I ask myself, is it what they're doing in the gym? Is it what they're doing at home? Is it how they're thinking about it? And I think it's the three things combined. They're not really putting the effort up here into what they need to be doing to try and create the vision that they have in their mind for themselves. A lot of people, when they go into the gym, are expecting instant results. They're saying, well, if I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to work out within 2, 3, 4 weeks, I'm going to lose 5, 10 pounds. Well, in some cases, you are going to lose 5 or 10 pounds. But if you go back to your slovenly, sloppy routine after that, and you don't change your lifestyle, you are going to gain the weight back and plus more. And it's going to make you more depressed. It's going to make you more miserable. So over the next little while here, I don't know how many minutes it's going to take, I'm going to try and provide you with some key things that you should be thinking about in order to fulfill what you want inside. Because everybody is individual, everybody's unique, and everybody's body is different. Believe you me, when I was 370 pounds and I wanted to change the way I am, it took a whole lifestyle change. I didn't want to call it a diet, because diets to me, in my mind, were just fads. They were quick things to get you where you wanted to be. If you want to change how you look, how you feel about yourself, and how you want to feel for the rest of your life, you have to say, I have to change my lifestyle. Yeah, and in some cases, there are family, friends, your job, all of those things have a terrible impact on who you may be. Maybe your job is driving around all day and you don't have the chance to exercise. Maybe your home life is one where your wife cooks a lot of fried food, or your husband cooks a lot of fried food, or he brings home pizza, he brings home McDonald's or Burger King or whichever. That has to change. You have to put the stops to it. Because if you don't, you're going to end up right back where you were and even worse. Here's some that I find. First, the mind is the most important thing. Now, you'll look at bodybuilders, and one of the key elements that you'll find bodybuilders talk about is how they have to put the mind to the muscle. How they have to think about the muscle, think about the positive and negative, think about the contraction of the muscle, and think about the exercise that they're doing. Most times when you're going into the gym, a personal trainer who wants to make money will take you off to one corner of the gym, and they will give you a whole bunch of routines that are based on what they believe you should be doing. Invariably, they're wrong. Invariably, they're not asking the right questions about you as an individual. In my last video, I talked a little bit about heritage, where you come from. Um, Things like, if you're from Italy, you'll eat a lot of pasta. If you're from England, like I was originally from England, you're going to eat a lot of bread, a lot of butter, a lot of chips and eggs and those types of things, and you can combine them all to a great big goulash inside your tummy. Look at your heritage and think to yourself, okay, if I'm eating a lot of that, let's reduce that down from 75 to 25%, and let's substitute those things with some other good vegetables. And as I go on in these videos, I will talk to you a little bit more about how sunlight has a terrible impact on some of the sugars that you have from photosynthesis. How you should eat fruits that are grown more in the shade than they are in direct sunlight, because the sunlight actually produces a lot of sugar. And when you're eating those vegetables, they're producing a lot of sugar inside your body. So getting to know specific food groups and getting to know what you should be eating and drinking. Most people I see are out there drinking Diet Cokes and Diet Pepsis and so forth like that. And yes, they call themselves diet. But what they're actually doing is they might have 0 calories, but they slow down your metabolism. So it's counter-effective, people. They're slowing down your metabolism. So let's say, for instance, as a typical woman, you should be eating 1,500 to 2,000 calories a day. As a man, you should be eating anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 calories per day. But if you're slowing down your metabolism, what's that actually doing? As the food's going into your system, it's not being processed correctly, and it's being absorbed into your system back as you know what? Fat. And fat is something that we want to avoid at all costs. So I'm here to tell you that there are a few things that you can do to your body right now before you even go to the gym that will help you feel better about yourself when you're at the gym. One, just regular plain old water. Sometimes when you're hungry, drink water. Water will alleviate that hunger. And you know what? It's just hunger pain. Just like when you go to the gym and you strain one of your muscles, that's pain. So what do? You put something on it. You try to alleviate that pain. But pain is good if you want muscle growth. Pain is good if you want that muscle to grow. A lot of bodybuilders will say, hey, you know what? Water, rice, protein supplements, protein this, protein that, protein whatever. If you're eating an abundance of protein and you're not doing the physical activity in order for the protein to actually work, it will just turn back into sugar, which will make you even fatter. So please believe me when I say this, don't buy the stuff that's advertised as these protein bars. Don't buy it unless you're doing a huge amount of exercise per day. Now, when I changed my lifestyle, when I changed who I was about myself, at present, I am working out approximately 14 to 17 hours a week, as well as work. Because how I view my lifestyle now is I have to make sure that when I go to the gym, it's not about achieving a goal, it's about work. I have to put the work in to feel the way I want to feel better about myself, to feel good about myself when I come out of the gym. And I won't feel good about myself if I'm stuffing myself with protein bars, when I'm stuffing myself with all the amino acids that they have out there. That's the great thing, pre-workout amino. Okay, you got to remember, guys, you already have it in your body. You already have it in your body. So why do you want to add to it? Because if you're not working out correctly, and most 99.9% of the people that I see out there aren't working out correctly. That's why gyms are making tons and tons of money. You have muscle building shakes that have, I saw one the other day that had 40 grams of protein. 40 grams of protein. And people are drinking them 3, 4 times a day. Well, a bodybuilder will tell you that you need 1 or 1.5 grams of protein for every pound you weigh. That's if you're putting in the work. And that's a lot of work that you're putting in. Okay? Lifting heavier weights will give you a better calorie burn. That calorie burn will continue for hours after you continue to work out. If you're on a treadmill or you're on a Stairmaster, so as soon as you're finished that workout, your calorie burn is done after 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on who you are. If you're lifting weights and you're lifting heavier weights than you're accustomed to, let's say, for instance, you start out at 20-pound dumbbells, and then you move to 25, then you move to 30, you will find that your muscles will be in pain when you go home, depending on the reps that you do and the amount of sets that you do, but you will feel that burn and you'll feel pain. And that pain is actually muscles being teared, type A and type B muscle fibers being torn. And then you add the protein to that to rebuild that muscle tissue. Okay, do you understand that? Now, if you're not actually doing the work to actually build the muscle and tear the muscle fibers, then what the hell is protein going to do? It's going to just go back into your body, and your body's going to look at it and go, okay, what do I do with this? I'm turning this into fat. So stay away from them, because your body already has it inside. When you're working out, you see a bodybuilder working out, he might be promoting aminos and whey protein and all of the rest of those things, but when you see him working out, what does he have with him? Water. Because he already knows that water is the best source, not only to build muscle, but to make you actually look and feel better. Some of the things that I did over the course of time was in the learning process, because everybody's body is different, so you have to learn how your body is going to be. Plus, if you're going down a workout routine and you're eating, let's say, for instance, fish and rice and drinking water, and you're having some broccoli, great. Have that for a week. Have that for 2 weeks. But the third week into that, shock your body. Shock your body back. Now start to have pork or chicken. Instead of broccoli, have avocado. Use your body system to understand where you are. Because when you shock the body says to itself, oh, I have another food group in there. What do I do with this? Well, I'm going to turn that into something else. Okay, because your body gets used to it, just like it does get used to workout routines. Workout routines, if you're doing the same workout routine over and over again, your body gets used to it. So if the first time you're going into the gym and you say, okay, I'm going to go on the treadmill and I'm going to work at that for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to go on the elliptical for another 20 minutes, and then I'm going to go on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes, and then I have an hour workout routine, well, your body knows that you're going to do that. Believe you me, it does. So it says, well, the first week, first 2 weeks, first 3 weeks, I'm going to burn 500 calories in an hour. But as you continue to do the same thing, the body says, you know what? I know this routine. I'm going to just turn around, and after you're done that hour workout, you might have only burned 200 calories. And then you stuff yourself with food after you're done that, and then you start to gain the weight. With women, it's normally on the hips and the thighs. With the men, it's normally in the stomach. So you have a lot of things that you need to understand about yourself before you actually enter into that gym. Understand that shocking the system, shocking the body, changing what you eat on a regular basis, change from tuna to chicken, and then go back to fish. Don't get sucked into these high protein and forget all the weight loss things that are on TV. They're all garbage. They're garbage. They starve you. They starve you. All of those things that are out there, how can that, think about it, how can those gurus of weight loss know your body's specific needs? How can they know that? Because each individual body is different. Each individual body needs certain things to get them through the day. If you want to know what I eat through the day, normally for breakfast, I'll normally have oats, and oats with water. and then maybe put in some blueberries or strawberries frozen. And I'll add them in there and I'll stuff them in the microwave for a couple of minutes, and that'll be my breakfast. I'll have water with that. Okay, so that'll be my breakfast. Then I'll go and work out, and then I'll come back. My normal favorite thing to come back and eat, and this is just me again, is a banana or two bananas. Okay, I stay away from white bread. Stay completely away from white bread. Whole wheat bread, and some of the breads that you have down now, sometimes they'll have protein breads. Because protein is such a big thing now, they actually put protein in the bread. Um, as long as you're staying away from the white bread, and I say this and I mean this, stay away from the yeast. You can have a loaf of white bread and stick it in your fridge, and a loaf of brown bread and stick it in your fridge, and come back to the white bread after a month, and it still looks as good as the day it was manufactured. Okay? Brown bread will go bad because it doesn't contain the same amount of crap and garbage that they're putting in white bread. Okay? White rice is absolutely brilliant. So through the course of the day, I might have some white rice and then mix in a tin of tuna with that. I might have some white rice and maybe put some fish. I had fish the other night with some white rice and some water. So if you're really dedicated, and I mean dedicated, to getting the weight off, if you're really in your mind, say to yourself, I want to change who I am. It's a process, and there's no quick fixes. There are no quick fixes. It is patience. It is patience. It is patience, and it is patience. You will get there. You will get there. A lot of people, when they walk into a gym, my wife did this. She walked into the gym, and she was overweight as well. And she walked into the gym and she saw a professional trainer, a bodybuilder, and she asked her, she said, how long really will it take for me to get to where you were if I wanted to be where you are? And honestly, the woman turned around and said, 2 years. 2 years. When you go into a gym, they normally say, well, you have goals and you have targets that you want to exceed. And if now, Mrs. Smith, if you're 200 pounds, within 6 to 8 months, you should have be down and lost 40, 50 pounds. No, that won't happen. And if it is happening, it's because you're starving yourself slowly. You're not giving your body the right amount of nutrients to continue to not only exercise and to lose weight, because you need to put the good stuff into your body to make you feel better, not only mentally, but physically. You need to put that stuff in. One of the other things that I do, which is absolutely great if you want to know this, is I eat raw garlic. Raw garlic is absolutely fine. Just one clove. Don't go down the road of eating more than one or two cloves, and don't do that too much, because it'll have a counter effect, especially from your back end. So don't do that. But eat one clove of garlic, and I eat cucumber. Cucumber is absolutely fantastic. I don't have cucumber sandwiches. I'll just take a cucumber and I'll slice it up and I'll just eat that cucumber. Okay, it might be different for you. Some of the other vegetables and fruits that are out there you might absolutely love. But if you take my advice, not only will it save you a ton of money in personal training, a ton of money in ridiculous foods and supplements that they're selling on the marketplace. Remember, your body already has it inside. Your body already has these inside. So why do you want to add to them? Especially when right now, from going, so let's say when you're completely overweight or obese, and you want to lose those excess fats and you want to lose those excess things on your body, whether it be your hips or your stomach or your neck or your shoulders or whatever the case may be, you need to start from the inside. Work from the inside out. Okay? If you have any questions, ask me those questions. Ask me about your specific needs, and I will try to answer them. I will try to give you the best, truthful advice to get you where you want to be. I am not here to tell you that it's going to be fantastic and it's going to be wonderful and everything's going to be fine in your life in the next 3 to 6 months, because it's not. But what I can do is give you the advice that I have found that works if you understand yourself. Understanding yourself and understanding where you want to be is the most important thing. Okay? I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy pretty much everything I've had to say, because I don't BS. Give me a shout, try it out, and I think you'll enjoy it. This is Jeff. I'm fit. I'm over 50. Have a good night.